Once again, we're here at Performance Medicine here in Kingsport with Dr. Tom Rogers. And once again, you have a very special guest with us today. Can you introduce him?
Thank you. I have Dr. Tim Martin. He's a well-known dentist in Kingsport, and he does dental sleep medicine, which is really a cool area.
Right.
I was at a conference in Nashville a couple weeks ago, and every cardiologist there was recommending that you don't overlook sleep apnea for all kinds of medical problems. And I immediately thought of Tim. I've sent him patients in the past, but I realized I need to send more patients for sleep studies.
And doctor, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Sleep apnea is a big problem for a lot of folks, isn't it?
It is a big problem, and the interesting thing is they estimate that 90% of it's undiagnosed. And so how do we decide who has it and who doesn't?
Well, I went undiagnosed for a long time, and I finally got in and did a sleep study and got on the CPAP machine, and I'm going to tell you, folks, it really makes a difference in your rest, and if you're resting well, you're living better.
Yes, I hear people say, I'm just tired of being tired.
And that's what it was. I'd sleep, I'd be in bed for 8 hours, but I wasn't getting 8 hours worth of sleep. And it was a struggle with the breathing sometimes.
I talked to a young lady recently that works in an office setting, and she can't work sitting down at her desk. She stands up to work because the minute she sits down, she falls asleep.
Oh, goodness.
She has sleep apnea so severely.
But you have an alternative to CPAP that goes even a little farther. Talk to us about your alternative, the dentistry alternative.
CPAP is the thing that's been around the longest, but about half the people that try it can't tolerate it, and so there has to be an alternative. And this is what an oral appliance looks like. It's two pieces of plastic that fit onto your upper and lower teeth, and the way that they fit together helps to hold your lower jaw forward. Our tongue is attached to our lower jaw.
Right.
In sleep apnea, the tongue is closing off the airway. With the CPAP, it's blowing air to keep that tongue pushed out of the way. We keep the jaw forward to keep the tongue out of the way. We don't want this to happen. We don't want the lower jaw to fall forward. And so that's the way that happens, and it's as simple as that.
Now, you're one of 3 dentists in the country, in the state of Tennessee, that is board certified for this. What got you interested in doing this for folks?
Dr. Joe Smitty was a pulmonologist here in Kingsport, and about 10 years ago, he said, what do we do with the person that just can't tolerate that CPAP?
Right.
Dentistry is coming out with an alternative, and you need to learn all you can about it. And I was just fascinated by it. I'm really passionate. You know, it's so different from the dentistry that I've been doing for lots of years, and it's just it's neat to hear people's stories, how you've changed their life really by giving them a good night's sleep.
And you were talking about sending patients over there. This is an area of your practice where you have someone who can give you a helping hand.
Right. I've sent several patients to Tim already, and they have noticed a tremendous difference in their lives. Their blood pressure comes down.
Right.
They feel more energetic, and really it can save your life because, as the docs in Nashville pointed out, sleep apnea can be fatal.
Oh, yeah. And I found that out going through my sleep study, you know, and the information, that's the first step, is getting with your doctor and getting that sleep study done, and then getting to someone like you.
That's exactly right. And Dr. Rogers and I could work a lot together because a lot of my patients could benefit from losing weight, and that's one of his specialties.
I'm right there, but I'm tell you something, there's a lot of people. Sleep apnea troubles a lot of folks.
It does.
It troubled me, and I've got on the CPAP, and this may be an alternative I could look into, or anyone could look into in the future.
That's exactly right.
All right. Dr. Martin, appreciate you being here
Thank
today.
you very much.
Dr. Rogers, as always.
Thank you.
Hey, if you want more information, head over to performancemedicine.net.